All right, Tiger fans, bear with me just a second. We'll get everything squared away here. All right, a little bit of a service issue here in Pineland, but welcome to West Sabine Tiger Radio on SETX Sports. Chris Bork live with you tonight, Pineland, Texas, senior night, as Tigers taking on Chireno. Final game of the district schedule. Tigers defeated Chireno on Monday, 12-1. And get you caught up, we are in the bottom of the third inning. The Tigers have just put 4 runs across. And Trevor Mitchell at the plate. Trevor flew out to right field his first time up. First 2 innings were scoreless by both teams. And Trevor Mitchell takes a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Mitchell. And I'm not sure how the service is right now with the stream going out. And Trevor pops that one foul out of play. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Tigers with a 4-0 lead. At courtesy runner Kobe Hughes on third. And Jackson Mitchell at second. 1-2 to Trevor Mitchell. And that one's going to come in high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Do want to apologize about the late start here. 2-2. And Mitchell's going to foul that back. And the wind is blowing a little bit, so I do apologize if the camera is a little shaky. Trevor still alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one's going to curve inside, run the count full now. And 3-2 to Mitchell. And he's going to foul that one back and stay alive. Number 6, Nichols on the mound for Chireno. And another 3-2 to Trevor, and he's just going to foul that one off. So Trevor has spoiled some good pitches here and keeps the count 3 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, we're in the bottom of the third. Tigers now lead 4-0. Runners second and third. Another 3-2, and Trevor sends that one out to left center. Center fielder ranging over. He'll make the catch. Kobe Hughes will tag and score. Jackson Mitchell will scoot into third. So a sacrifice for Trevor Mitchell. Kobe Hughes comes in to score. Tigers now lead 5-0. That's going to bring Ryan Estes to the plate. Ryan grounded out to the shortstop. His first time up. Not sure who the Tigers will face in the bi-district round just yet, as that game is being played tonight to determine who the Tigers will take on in the first round of the bi-district. 2 balls, no strikes right now to Estes. And a little chin music there. And a throw down to third, trying to get Jackson Mitchell thrown away, and Jackson will come in to score. So the Tigers now increase their lead 6-0. And Estes with a 3 ball, no strike count at the plate. Estes squares the bunt. Taken all the way. Called strike one. And 3-1 comes in high. And Estes will take a walk. And now we're bringing up JB Metcalf. And Metcalf led off this inning. He will be the 10th batter of the inning for the Tigers. It looks like Chireno is going to change pitchers. So we'll step out real quick and be right back. All right, Tiger fans, we are back. JB Metcalf back at the plate. His second at bat of the inning with Ryan Estes on first. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. JB led off this inning with a single, stole third, and came around to score the first run of the ball game. Pickoff attempt on Estes. He's back safe. Metcalf ready for the 1-0 delivery. That one's going to be high. 2 balls, no strikes now. Number 4, Nash. New pitcher for Chireno. And Metcalf's going to take that one upstairs again. 3 balls, no strikes. Kyle Parnell on deck, the DH. Metcalf squares a bunt. Pickoff attempt again on Estes. Back safely at first. And Metcalf taking all the way there. 3 balls and a strike. Once again, do want to apologize about the delay getting on. Some service issues here in Pineland. Metcalf takes that one on the inside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. And that one's going to hit him as Estes was on the move. So that is the 3rd hit by pitch in this inning. Peyton Bork was hit earlier in the inning. Then Cade Myron and now JB Metcalf. So Kyle Parnell to the plate. Kyle grounded to second base his first time up this inning and moved Metcalf over to second. First pitch to Parnell. Outside, ball 1. Leadoff hitter Peyton Bork on deck for the Tigers. And Parnell's going to take that one right down the middle. Evens the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. One one to Parnell. Curves outside. 2 balls and a strike now. Estes on second. Metcalf on first. Parnell, the 11th batter for the Tigers this inning. And inside. And that's going to come off the umpire. I'm not sure what the call is on that. So we'll wait and get an official call if that was a ball or if it went off the knob of the bat. Real quick, I want to thank our sponsors, Anderson's AC and Heating, along with Southside Bank. And new sponsor along for tonight's game and for the playoffs is M&M Insurance. Brittany Quick, agent. So I want to thank Miss Brittany Quick for the sponsorship of M&M Insurance. You can see her logo in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. And, of course, Anderson's and Southside have been with us all year. Always want to thank them. Just a slight delay here, so we'll have to get the call as ump looks good to go. They have 3-1 on the scoreboard. He didn't give an indication either way. And so we're just going to roll with 3 balls and a strike. Parnell is going to shoot that one back out to the second baseman. Over to first. So for the second time this inning, Parnell grounds out to the second baseman. And that will end the 3rd. Head to the top of the 4th. Tigers on the board now. 6-0. And Kaysen McBride will go back to work for the Tigers. Kaysen has thrown 3 innings so far. 8 strikeouts in 3 innings for Kaysen McBride as he heads back out to the mound.
Outrageous electric bills? It could be time for a new energy-efficient AC and heating unit from Anderson's AC and American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, delivering quality service to Sabine, Nacogdoches, and Angelina counties. Anderson's for all your AC and heating needs.
SETXSports.com. 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 The source for sports in Southeast Texas.
All right, Tiger fans, trying to run a little test on the commercials. And not sure the quality is that good on them, so I'll continue to work on that. Now we have Sanford to lead things off. He struck out swinging in the first inning. And first pitch for McBride in there for a swing and a miss. Once again, McBride, through 3 innings, has struck out 8, has not allowed a hit, only 1 base runner on an error by Cade Myron. Another swing and a miss. And for Coach Tim, he has all his pitchers except Lakin Quick at his disposal tonight. As Lakin pitched against St. Augustine Wednesday. That one is fouled off by Sanford. Stay alive. I do want to thank all of our audience for tuning in on these broadcasts. And once again, I apologize about the wind. It is pretty windy. It calms a little bit and then picks back up. So McBride ready for the 0-2 again. That one's going to be a little outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. I also want to thank everybody for tuning in, their patience, as it took me a little while to get enough service to get on the air. And McBride is going to have his 9th strikeout there as he gets Sanford for the 2nd time tonight. And that's going to bring up the 3-spot hitter, number 4, Nash. He is one of only 2 Owls to put the ball in play so far against McBride. Nash grounded to Nash grounded to Myron in the first inning and reached on an error. And he'll take the first one in there, called strike 1. The 0-1 for McBride comes in low. Evens the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here, top of the 4th. Nash will foul that one off. Tonight wraps up the 3-game week for the Tigers. A couple makeup games, and then tonight the final district game, celebrating the 3 Tiger seniors. Number 2, Chad Goss. Number 4, Trevor Mitchell. And number 15, JB Metcalf. As that pitch comes in outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So JB Metcalf in left field. Trevor Mitchell at first base. And Chad Goss in right field. The 2-2 from McBride is grounded foul down the third base side. So Nash will stay alive with a 2-2 count. Tigers defeated Chireno on Monday, 12-1 in 5 innings. And then Wednesday defeated St. Augustine 18-0 in 5 innings. That one's going to be inside. It runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I want to congratulate the West Sabine Lady Tigers by district playoffs last night with an 8-7 victory in game 1. As that one's going to be low and McBride loses him. Nash will take a walk. Second time he's been aboard tonight. The West Sabine Lady Tigers by district, they played last night against Big Sandy. Won 8-7. Game 2 is tonight with an 8 o'clock start time. So if we're still on the air, I'll give you some updates before we leave. McBride up and in that one on Johnson. Johnson struck out swinging in the first inning. Nash not a very big lead. He gets a little bit further from first. And that one's going to catch the outside corner. Leaving the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Nash, as he went to take his secondary lead, McBride kind of flipped it over there and got away from Mitchell. Johnson back in. Swing and a miss there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. As Nash gets his lead. Coming to the plate. Outside, the throw down. Not in time. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now, and Nash moves down to second. So runner in scoring position now for Chireno. And Johnson behind on that one, fouls it off. Stays alive, 2 balls, 2 strikes. All right, Brad ready to go back to work as they bring the foul ball back in. 2-2. It's going to be grounded out. Ryan Estes is going to be right through his legs. Second error for the Tigers tonight. So that will not be an RBI. And Johnson's going to reach on an error by Estes. And Chireno on the board. Six to 1, our new score. As number 8, Mitchell will step in. Struck out swinging in the second inning. First for Chireno, they have 1 across. First for Chireno, they have 1 across. Tigers lead now 6 to 1. So once again, that wind is just steadily kind of whipping around and has the camera moving up there. And we are ready. 2 balls, no strikes to Mitchell at the plate. He's going to ground that one foul as he got around on that off-speed pitch. Fouls it off down the third base side. Swing and a miss there. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. As McBride trying to work out of a little jam here in the 4th. Now he'll run the count full again. Second full count in a row. Tigers come in with an overall mark of 17-4. 12-0 in district. And Tigers riding a 15-game winning streak. And back-to-back walks. Actually, I'm sorry, that's only the second walk of the inning, not back-to-back. So runners first and second now for Chireno as Vildas will come to the mound. McBride started off the inning with a strikeout of Sanford. Walked Nash. Nash stole second base and then came around to score on the error by Ryan Estes. And the 0-1 fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes now on Vildas. Vildas struck out looking in the second inning. So McBride started off the inning with a strikeout of Sanford. Walked Nash. He stole second. Then Johnson hit one to Estes, went right through his legs, allowed Nash to score. And then a walk to number 8, Mitchell. So now we're sitting number 14, Vildas, who struck out swinging in the second. And now we are ready to get back to play as between Jackson Mitchell and the umpire, they've been getting brutalized behind the plate. And that one just misses coming across. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a good curve ball by McBride. May have fooled the umpire. Still just 1 out here in the top of the 4th. 1-2, and that's going to be in there. Called strike 3. Umpire was a little slow coming up to make that call, and I thought for a second there he was going to let that one slide through as a ball. So now that's going to bring up number 6, Nichols. He struck out swinging in the second inning. First pitch in there for a called strike. So far, Chireno has put 1 across here in the 4th. Unearned run. And that was going to catch the bottom of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes on Nichols. Nichols is a 7-hole hitter. So if McBride can get Nichols here, he can start the 5th inning with the 8 and 9-hole hitters. That one's going to be just a little low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Now McBride ready for the 1-2 on the way. That was going to be a little high. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Since I wasn't able to get on the air before the game started, I do want to congratulate this Tiger team on the field as they are the 2024 district champs. 2-2 for McBride. Swing and a miss. Throw down to third, but it doesn't matter as that is out number 3. So Nichols strikes out. And we are headed to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order coming up for the Tigers. Peyton Bork, Lakin Quick, Cade Myron. We'll take a quick break and be right back. All right, Tiger fans, we are back, bottom of the fourth. Peyton Bork to lead things off for the Tigers. Bork singled in the first, hit by a pitch in the third, and then scored. First pitch to Bork, outside for ball one. Bork tried to tag on a fly ball hit to center by Cade Myron. Ball wasn't quite deep enough, as that one comes in there called strike. And Bork was thrown out at the plate. Now the 1-1, and got him inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Bork has been plagued by those inside pitches this season. The 1-2, and Bork's going to shoot that one. Second baseman over to first, and they're going to retire Bork for the first time tonight. So 1 down. We'll bring up Lakin Quick. Lakin 2 for 2 with RBI and a run. So first pitch to Quick, outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Set up on the outside again, and they're trying to keep it away from Quick here. And he brings that fastball right down the middle. Lakin a little behind on it. 2 balls and a strike now. And Lakin's going to fist that one just on the edge of the grass. And so Lakin 3 for 3 tonight. As that one got in on him, but he was able to muscle it over the third baseman. Shortstop unable to get over there and get it. That's going to bring Cade Myron to the plate. Cade 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to center field. Was hit by a pitch and scored. And Lakin Quick dancing around at first as Cade will take that one in, call strike 1. Now the 0-1, and Cade gets underneath that one, skies it on the infield. And shortstop will handle that for out number 2. So 2 down now. That's going to bring up Kason McBride. Kason grounded out to the first baseman and walked. And Lakin Quick now with a good lead. Pick off attempt. Not in time. Quick back safe. And Quick off and running, and they're going to get him as Lakin Quick caught stealing. So McBride will lead off. We played 4. Your West Sabine Tigers lead 6-1. We'll be right back. Casey McBride back out to work. Welcome back, Tiger fans. Casey McBride back out to work as he will face 8-9-1 here in the top of the fifth. And real quick defensive alignment for the Tigers. Jackson Mitchell behind the plate. Cade Myron at third. Lakin Quick at shortstop. Ryan Estes at second base. Trevor Mitchell at first. JB Metcalf in left. Peyton Bork in center. And Chad Goss in right. First pitch comes in a little high. 1 ball, no strikes. Patton grounded out to Cade Myron, his first time up. And that one's going to bounce back. 2 balls, no strikes. Two zero. That one's going to be way inside. 3 balls, no strikes. First 3 innings, McBride cruised through. Ran into some trouble in the fourth. Now trying to battle back here. And he gets a swing and a miss on a 3-0. A little shocked that Patton had a green light on the 3-0 there. And call strike 2. In this case, McBride, 11 strikeouts on the night. As he started the game against Brooklyn, our first district game. And Patton's going to take a walk. And I'm just going to leave it at that because. So a leadoff walk for Patton. Very close call there at the plate. It's going to bring up Jeff Coate, number 34. He struck out in the 3rd inning. And a hit batter. So McBride starting off quick with traffic here in the top of the 5th. And then be back to the top of the order. Blunt has struck out twice. So it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. And Casey McBride, he'll still be responsible for runners at first and second. But through 4 innings, McBride struck out 11. And I thought he might get up to his total of 14 that he had against Brooklyn and actually surpass it. But with Trevor Mitchell available, also Ryan Estes is available, JB Metcalf is available. And then, if needed, he can pull Peyton Bork in from center field. So Trevor Mitchell now on for the Tigers. Taking his warm-up pitches. So while Trevor's warming up, once again, I want to thank our sponsors, Anderson's AC and Heating, along with Southside Bank, and also our new sponsor, just aboard tonight, M&M Insurance, and Brittany Quick, agent. Definitely want to thank all 3 of those for their sponsorship and their support of West Sabine Tiger Athletics. So Trevor Mitchell on now for the Tigers. Casey McBride responsible for the runners at first and second. And that's going to bring Blunt to the plate. Struck out both times up. Trevor pitched against Chireno on Monday. Went the full 5 innings. And a bunt attempt. No balls and a strike. And Blunt swinging a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Now Trevor comes set. Ready for the 0-2 to Blunt. That one's going to bounce in for ball one. Try to get him to chase. And Blunt's going to get called out on that one. So one down, and that'll be Trevor Mitchell's first strikeout. As he gets Blunt looking, Blunt 3 strikeouts on the night. Now that's going to bring up number 1, Sanford. Sanford has struck out both plate appearances. First pitch is going to bounce away from Jackson Mitchell. And runners will advance to second and third. So now 2 in scoring position for Sanford with 1 down here, top of the 5th. A 1-0. Upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Now Trevor trying to battle back, steps off. Now the 2-0 in there, call strike 1. So the 2-1 outside, 3 balls and a strike. As Trevor in danger of loading the bases here. And that is way outside, and the bases are loaded for Chireno here in the 5th with 1 out. And that's going to bring Nash to the plate. Nash has reached both times. Error by Ryan Estes. A walk, and the only run scored for Chireno. A double play ball would be good right here as Jackson Mitchell's going to call time. Let's see if the infield wants to discuss something. So 1 out here, top of the 5th. Tigers lead 6-1. The bases are loaded for Chireno. And the umpire on his way out to break it up. Trevor came in, struck out the first batter he faced, then walked Sanford. Runners at second and third are going to be held to Casey McBride. And Trevor down low with that one. 1 ball, no strikes to Nash. Nowhere to put him, so Mitchell's going to have to come after him here. And that one's popped. JB Metcalf coming in. And Metcalf's going to miss that one. And it's a foul ball. So a long strike 1. As that was just foul. So Nash will step back in and try it again. But a missed opportunity there for the Tigers as Metcalf unable to haul in that foul ball. Had a long way to run for it. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. And they're going to say he went. So 1-2 now. Uh, 1-2 from Mitchell. That one will be fouled off. So Nash will stay alive. Infield is in for Coach Tim. Another 1-2 delivery up high. Evens the count 2-2. Looked like Jackson wanted to fire down to third, but Myron did not break over to the bag. 2-2. Fouled off. And Nash will spoil another one. Keep the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Nash sends that one out. Center fielder Peyton Bork over, makes the catch. And they throw to third, and it gets away. That will be an RBI, but Peyton Bork ranged all the way over and made the out. So a sacrifice by Nash. 6-2, our new score, with 2 down. Both runners advance as Bork tried to get the runner going to third. So now second and third, 2 down. And Johnson to the plate. Johnson struck out, and that's going to hit him. And so the base is back loaded. And Tigers don't want to do it easy. So that's going to bring up number 8, Mitchell. Struck out and walked. And the wind is kind of blowing kind of across the field. First pitch, high for ball 1. A chance here for the Tigers to get out of this with only 1 run in. 1-0. Swung on. 1-1. Now Mitchell with the 1-1. And he's going to catch the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trevor Mitchell on the mound, ready to go to work. Batter had stepped out and called time. Now that one fouled right into the net. So Mitchell will stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Trevor Mitchell already back on the rubber, ready to go. That one's going to be fouled off again. So once again, the Lady Tigers won game 1 of their bi-district series against Big Sandy, 8-7 last night. And another foul. So count again, still 1-2. And Lady Tigers game 2 tonight, about 30 minutes away from their start, as they have the late game in Jasper. That one chopped. Myron's going to get it. Try to go over to first, and not in time. And that's going to be an infield single, and now 6-3 our score, as Myron was kind of caught in no man's land out there. 6-3 is our score. Now Vildas steps in and struck out looking both times. First one in for a ball. As Chireno has chipped their way back to a 6-3. Lights coming on now. Base is still loaded. That one's going to bounce in. 2 balls, no strikes. The only one hit this inning has pushed 2 runs across. We've had 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches. Yeah, 1 single. Now 3-0 the count. And Mitchell is going to have to battle here. There's nowhere to put him. Vildas, the 8th batter of the inning for the Owls. Yeah, walks and hit by pitches have haunted the Tigers here, and that's going to be in for a strike. And the runner at first thought it was ball 4, and they could have had him as the runner at first was jogging to second. So 3-1. Now Mitchell after him. Right back to him. That's going to be up the middle. Quick. Gets it. And Tigers will get out of the inning. 2 runs come across for Chireno. As the Owls send 8 men to the plate that inning, they pick up 1 run, or 2 runs. So we're headed to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers lead 6-3. It'll be 4-5-6 coming up for the Tigers. We'll take a break and be right back. Bottom of the 5th. Casey McBride to lead things off. Tigers will have 4-5-6, 2 up. It'll be McBride, Jackson Mitchell, and then Trevor Mitchell. Kaysen grounded out to first and walked. And Kobe Hughes came in after the walk and scored. McBride will take the first pitch outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 to McBride. Upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Tigers made quick work of Chireno on Monday, 12-1 in 5. And that's going to hit McBride. And Kaysen, like a magnet, he gets hit a lot. And I believe Chireno was trying to say Kaysen leaned into it, but he was in the batter's box and just took it off the shoulder. That's going to bring up Jackson Mitchell. Jackson 1 for 2 tonight. Popped out to the first baseman. RBI single and a run scored in the third. No, McBride stays in to run as Kobe Hughes is tied to the pitcher spot. So that would be Trevor Mitchell now. First pitch to Mitchell, in there for a called strike. Pick off attempt, McBride back safely. Oh, 1, low for a ball. Uh, 1-1, that was going to be outside. 2 balls and a strike now to Jackson Mitchell. Trevor Mitchell on deck. Now Jackson way ahead in the count now. 3 balls and a strike. And he's going to hit that one right back to the pitcher. Throw to second. And it's going to be dropped. And both will be safe. And I believe the second baseman looked like he was reaching for the ball before he quite had it and bounces out of his glove. So runners first and second now. And Chireno coach asking if it's on the transfer, but it was not on the transfer. The ball popped out of his glove. He never had it. So now Trevor Mitchell will come to the plate. One of 3 Tiger seniors. And Kobe Hughes in to run for Jackson Mitchell. As Trevor's going to take that one low. 1 ball, no strikes. Trevor will foul that one off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 to Mitchell. Going to be just a little bit too much inside. 2 balls and a strike. Kaysen McBride at second. Courtesy runner Kobe Hughes at first. Nobody out here, bottom of the 5th. Mitchell lays off of that one as it curves outside. 3-1 the count. Trevor 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to right field and a sacrifice fly. Uh, 3-1 to Mitchell. And that's going to be a walk. Bases are loaded for the Tigers. That's going to bring Ryan Estes to the plate. Estes 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out to the shortstop and walked. Bases loaded for the Tigers. Nobody out. McBride at third. Courtesy runner Kobe Hughes at second. And Trevor Mitchell at first. First one to Estes in there for a called strike. And Estes is going to fist that one right up the middle. And they get and throws it away as Mitchell will be out at second. And we'll have 2 runs in. And Estes will be at second. So Estes sends that one straight up the middle. So Estes at first. Trevor Mitchell was out at second. And JB Metcalf steps in, fouls off the first pitch. No balls and a strike. Tigers now lead 8-3. JB Metcalf, 1 for 1 tonight. Single, stolen base, and a run. And was hit by a pitch. JB lays off of that one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 to Metcalf comes up and in. 2 balls and a strike now. Kyle Parnell on deck for the Tigers. And Metcalf's going to take call strike 2 on the outside corner. That'll even the count now. Ryan Estes on second. And Metcalf is going to get fooled on the curveball. 2 down. Kyle Parnell 0 for 2 tonight. Is grounded out to the second baseman twice. First pitch to Parnell is going to bounce away from the catcher. Ryan Estes will take off the third, and Estes will score. So a wild pitch and then an error by the catcher. Tigers now lead 9-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Now Parnell back in. 1 ball, no strikes for 2 outs. And nobody on now. That one's going to be low. 2 balls, no strikes as the wind is really picking up here. A little bit of trial and error with the broadcast, so hopefully I can come up with a solution to keep that camera still. And Parnell takes a breaking pitch. 2 balls and a strike now. 2-1. Parnell just kind of waved at that one. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter Peyton Bork on deck. And Parnell takes that one outside. That's going to run the count full now. Three-two. And Parnell is going to strike out. And that's going to end the inning. But the Tigers put 3 runs across. And we played 5. Tigers lead 9-3. And we'll take a break and be right back. Welcome back, Tiger fans. Top of the 6th. Trevor Mitchell back out to work for the Tigers. And it will be Nichols leading things off for Chireno. 7, 8, 9 due up here in the 6th. Nichols has struck out both times. Steps in. Fouls off the first pitch. Now Mitchell with the 0-1. Be outside. Evens the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still a pretty good crowd here for senior night. A few have departed for Jasper as the Lady Tigers will be getting underway in about 15 minutes. And Nichols fouls that one off. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 from Mitchell. And Nichols will spoil that pitch and stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tonight's game, no impact on the playoffs for the Tigers or the Owls. And again, Nichols will spoil that pitch, stay alive. Tigers playing this one for pride, wanting to finish district undefeated and on a 16-game winning streak. And another 1-2. That's going to bounce in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trevor trying to get him to chase on that low pitch. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. So Nichols strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. That's going to bring up Patton. Patton grounded out to Myron. Walked and scored tonight. Now Patton steps in. Takes that one right down the middle. Calls strike 1. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. As Trevor Mitchell looking for his 3rd strikeout on the night. That one just low. I thought he might have caught the bottom part of the zone, but ball 1. Now the 1-2 from Mitchell, and he's going to get him to wave at it. And that's the 3rd strikeout in relief for Trevor Mitchell. Now facing Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat struck out, was hit by a pitch, and scored. So 2 down here, top of the 6th. Tigers will have 1, 2, 3 due up in the bottom half. And this is Jeffcoat, number 34. First pitch catches the outside corner. Call strike 1. Now the 0-1, that is going to be right down the middle. Now Jeffcoat quickly down 0-2. And the 0-2, and that's going to get him looking. 2nd strikeout for Jeffcoat tonight, and that will be the 4th strikeout for Trevor. So we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers lead 9-3. Top of the order coming up. Tigers need 4 runs, and they could end this one an inning early. We'll take one more break and be right back. Bottom of the 6th coming up here. Tigers will have 1, 2, 3. Peyton Bork, Lakin Quick, Cade Myron, due up. Bork 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in the first, hit by a pitch in the third, and then scored. And grounded out to the second baseman in the fourth. First pitch is going to be down low for ball 1. And new pitcher on the mound for Chireno. It will be number 1, Sanford. And he comes inside. Bork able to lay off that one. Now ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. And that one's going to be called a strike as it catches bottom part of the zone. So 2 balls and a strike to Bork. And he's going to come back inside and evens the count now, 2-2. At 2-2. And Bork strikes out, and we're just going to leave that one right there. So 1 down here, Lakin Quick to the plate, 3 for 3 tonight. RBI, a run scored, and was caught stealing. And Lakin slides out of the way of that one. 1 ball, no strikes. And Quick will foul that one off. Evens the count now, 1-1. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, Anderson's AC and Heating, Southside Bank, and M&M Insurance, Brittany Quick agent. And speaking of M&M Insurance and Miss Brittany Quick, their agent, her son Lakin Quick at the plate now. 1 ball, 2 strikes after that foul. That one curves in, but just a little bit inside, 2-2. And a wild pitch. So that'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Quick. Work on getting a little bit better sound quality for the commercials for the playoff game. And that one's going to be outside. Lakin Quick aboard for the 4th time tonight. This time he'll take a walk. That's going to bring Cade Myron to the plate. Cade 0 for 2 tonight. Was hit by a pitch and scored. And Cade's going to chop that one to the shortstop. He's going to come to second for 1 over to first. Not in time. So 2 down now. Cade Myron at first. That's going to bring Kason McBride to the plate. Kason 0 for 1. Walked, hit by a pitch, and scored. Kason will take the first pitch outside for ball. The 1-0. Kason's going to rip that one right back to the pitcher. Over to first. And that'll be the 3rd out. So we are headed to the top of the 7th. Tigers 3 defensive outs away from finishing District 13-0 and completing a 16-game win streak. That would put their season record at 18-4. So 3 more defensive outs. Tigers will finish the season 18-4, 13-0 in district, and on a 16-game win streak. Top of the 7th coming up. And Chireno will have 1, 2, 3 due up. Trevor Mitchell going into his 3rd inning of work. Has struck out 4. Following right behind Kason McBride, who started this game, went 4 innings and struck out 11. As soon as we know the when, the where, and who for the by-district playoff, we'll have it on the West Sabine or the SETX Sports West Sabine coverage Facebook page. And we'll have that game live right here on West Sabine Tiger Radio on SETX Sports. First pitch catches the bottom of the zone, call strike 1. As Blunt has struck out all 3 times tonight. Twice looking and once swinging. 0-1 from Mitchell. Now Mitchell ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. And Trevor puts a little extra on that when it gets away from him. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. I want to give a special shout out, a special thank you to the owner of SETX Sports, Mr. Jordan Wilson, for allowing me to bring these games to y'all. Now the 1-2 from Mitchell. Blunt will spoil that pitch, foul it off. Top of the 7th, Tigers lead 9-3. One, two. That was going to be a little too far inside. Evens count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Blunt will spoil that one again. Keeps the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chireno only 1 hit tonight, but have managed 3 runs. Walks, hit by pitch. Now Mitchell runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Blunt. It's been the walks and the hit by pitches and a couple errors that have allowed Chireno to get 3 runs on just 1 hit. Now Trevor right down the middle, catches the outside corner. And Blunt, for the 4th time tonight, has struck out the 3rd time looking. That's going to bring Sanford to the plate. He has struck out twice and walked. That was a 5th strikeout for Mitchell. Now Sanford is going to take that one outside corner. No balls and a strike. 0-1. That one's going to be too low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Lady Tigers should just now be getting underway in game 2 of their series. That one a little too far outside. 2 balls and a strike. Lady Tigers took game 1 against Big Sandy last night, 8-7. And they are down in Jasper, and they should just be underway for game 2. So now Mitchell falls behind. 3 balls and a strike on Sanford. Mitchell with a slow walk back to the mound after exchanging balls. Now the 3-1 delivery gets him swinging a miss right there. Full count now. And a 3-2 from Mitchell gets him swinging a miss. 6 strikeouts now in relief for Trevor Mitchell. That's going to bring Nash to the plate. Nash reached on an error, walked, scored, stole a base, and had a sacrifice fly. So Chireno down to their last out. And the combination of Mitchell and McBride headed into the playoffs, backed up by Quick and Estes. Tigers could do some damage. First pitch grounded to Myron. Feels it. Over to McBride, and that's going to be the ball game, folks. As your West Sabine Tigers finish on a 16-game winning streak. 13-0 in district. 18-4 overall. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, Anderson's AC and Heating, along with Southside Bank and M&M Insurance, Brittany Quick agent. As soon as we get the info on the by-district round for the Tigers, we'll have it posted on the SETX Sports West Sabine Coverage Facebook page. And we'll have that game live here on West Sabine Tiger Radio on SETX Sports. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Once again, apologize for the wind on the camera and apologize for the late start with the service issues. This is Chris Bork for SETX Sports. Good night.